We're going to start by making a chain of 14, and you can mark the first chain. Once you've chained 14, skip the first 2 stitches, and into the third chain make a double crochet, and keep making 1 double crochet until you only have 1 stitch remaining, and mark that first stitch. Into the last stitch, you're going to place 3 double crochets, so we're going to be working over on the other side. So the stitch before the 3 double crochets, we're going to place 1 double crochet into that, and keep making 1 double crochet until you have 1 double crochet left back to work in. Into the last double crochet stitch, place 2 double crochets, you can mark that last stitch, and then slip stitch into the first double crochet, and chain 2. Into the double crochet that we just made the slip stitch in, place 2 double crochets, and you can mark the first double crochet. You're going to skip 1 stitch, and into the following stitch make 2 double crochets, skip a stitch, into the following stitch place 2 double crochets, and keep repeating this pattern all the way around. At the end of round 2, you should have 13 clusters of 2 double crochets in 1 stitch, and for round 1 you should have had a total of 26 stitches. Before we move on to round 3, you can cut this yarn here, or if you have a long enough tail end to weave in, you can weave in the end. At the end you should have 1 stitch remaining, which we're going to be skipping. You can mark that last double crochet, and into the first double crochet make a slip stitch, and then in between the 2 double crochets make another slip stitch, chain 2, and make 2 double crochets in between the 2 double crochets, and you'll be working in between each double crochet. So in between these 2 double crochets make 2 double crochets, So just keep placing 2 double crochets in between each double crochets all the way around. To move on to round 4, we're going to start by making a slip stitch into the first double crochet, and a slip stitch in between these 2 double crochets, chain 2, and make 2 double crochets in between the double crochets. And this is a pattern that we will be repeating for round 4 to 7. Okay, so I just completed making round 4, and I'm going to show you again how to proceed to round 5. So you're going to start by making a slip stitch into the first double crochet, and then a slip stitch in between the 2 double crochets, chain 2, in between the 2 double crochets make 2 double crochets, and in between every other double crochet you'll be making 2 double crochets. So keep going until you have a total of 7 rounds, and you should still have 13 clusters of 2 double crochets together in each round. Once you've made your 7 rounds, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, we're going to proceed to the next round. And for round 8 we'll be making a slip stitch and a chain 1. So make a slip stitch into the first double crochet, chain 1, and then 1 single crochet into that double crochet, and keep making 1 single crochet into each double crochet all the way around. Once you've completed making round 8, you should have a total of 26 single crochet, and for round 9 to 13 it's going to be a repeat pattern worked over 13 single crochets. So we're going to start by joining the round. So into the first single crochet make a slip stitch, chain 1, make 1 single crochet, and keep going until you've made 13 single crochets. Once you've made that 13 single crochet, chain 1 and place 1 single crochet into each single crochet until you reach the end. Once you're finished making row 10, chain 1, turn your work, and keep placing 1 single crochet into each stitch at the end of the row, chain 1, and repeat until you're at row 13, and that's a total of 5 rows with 13 single crochets. Once you've completed making the 5 rows of 1 single crochet in each stitch for a total of 13 single crochet, for round 14 we're going to chain 1 and then make a decrease, and then make 1 single crochet all the way down until there's only 2 stitches remaining. Once you only have 2 stitches remaining, we're going to be making another decrease, and then chain 1. At the end of round 14 you should have a total of 11 stitches. Turn your work, and we're going to start round 15 by making a decrease again. And then make 1 single crochet into each stitch until you only have 2 remaining. Once you only have 2 stitches remaining, make another decrease. At the end of row 15 you should have a total of 9 single crochet. Chain 1, turn your work, make 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches, and then into the 4th stitch make a slip stitch, chain 6, skip 1 stitch, into the following stitch make a slip stitch, and then place 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches. Chain 1 and cut the yarn. Weave in this yarn tail. After you weaved in the yarn tail, we're going to go ahead now and we're going to sew on the button. I'll be sewing on the button on round 4 on this double crochet. This is the final result. I hope this tutorial was helpful and thank you for watching.